What up, world? Welcome to another episode of BrandonJaneauShow. As you know, I am BrandonJaneau, and like always, on all podcast platforms everywhere. BrandonJaneauShow, social media platforms, Instagram, Threads, BrandonJaneau, Facebook, The BrandonJaneauShow, and of course, TikTok, BrandonJaneauShow. Go follow me on all those social media platforms. I would appreciate it if you did. Really, where you go is the YouTube channel, man. BrandonJaneauShow YouTube channel. Follow me. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. Comment, leave a like. Helps all. It all helps in the algorithm if you do it on the full-fledged videos or the actual shorts, which I got to get back to doing. I hope I do them soon. Anyway, this is a top 10 list. Now, I've been doing the top 10 list for a very long time, and this is my top 10 list. I Bleed Sports. Now, last week I didn't get a chance to do I Bleed Sports because I was running the fuck out of a lot of shit I was doing. I had the Saints podcast, I had the LSU podcast, I had wrestling podcasts, I had two wrestling podcasts, I had the LSU and the Saints podcast, I had the I Bleed Sports podcast, the regular I Bleed Sports podcast, I had the Wrestling Life podcast, I had the Life and Times of Music podcast. I had a lot of shit going on, and I couldn't do this list last week, so I'm going to do it this fucking week, and that is my top 10 list of athletes of the 2000s. Now, I forgot I didn't do this. I usually close out the I Bleed Sports top 10 list with this for the decade. So this is exactly what it's going to be. So next week, I will be putting my top 10 teams of the 2010s on my list next week. That will be starting the 2010s list is my top 10 teams of all sports. That means football, basketball, whatever, all sports. And then I'll go from there. Um, but this is my top 10 athletes of the 2000s. Now, if you don't know how to do the list, or if you do know how to do my list, I do it. I go from 10 to 1, talk about each athlete on this list, each athlete on this list, and I explain for why they're on the list. Just like explain why they're on the list and where they're positioned, why they're positioned, where they're positioned. If you do not like this top 10 list, then I need you to do one thing for me. I need you to do one thing for me. I need you to make your own fucking list. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. I'm telling you. Get a pen, get a paper, write this shit down. You want to post it on social media? Post it on social fucking media. Do your thing, man. That's all you gotta do. Either way, I don't give a fuck. This is my list. Now let's get into it. At number 10, kicking off this list. At number 10, it is Manny Pacquiao. Yep. Manny Pacquiao's kicking off the list at number 10. I got Manny Pacquiao at number 10. Um, One of the greatest boxers of all time. I mean, literally in the 2000s, Manny Pacquiao was rising up the ranks. It's only when he hit, especially in the 2000s, mid to late 2000s, where he really put people in some blenders. Miguel Cotto, him and Juan Marquez had a bunch of fucking fights. Um, and of course, the iconic, rest in peace now to this man, but the iconic fight between him and Ricky Hatton, where I mean, Lord of mercy. Lord of mercy. What he did to Ricky Hatton that night, I understood why Manny Floyd Mayweather was like, yeah, I ain't fighting that motherfucker. Are you crazy? I ain't fighting that fucking dude. Is you crazy? So yeah, you fucking crazy? I ain't fighting that fucking dude. Are you crazy? Um, but Manny Pacquiao was that fucking dude. He was that fucking dude, man. And that is why he's at number 10. Number 9, Leon Messi, the GOAT of soccer, as we shall say. Man, Messi in the 2000s, was there anybody bigger? The man that literally led Argentina to a couple of very close, and I mean very close, World Cups. A man that definitely showed that he is, if ever will be, one of the greats. Um, the man was a beast for years. Now I know a lot of people say, "What about Cristiano Ronaldo?" Yeah, I guess, but Lionel Messi was that fucking dude. Still one of the greats in soccer to this day. Now playing in the States for Miami FC, but he in the 2000s was still as great, still fucking dominant, bro. Number 8, Roger Federer. Before, before there was a Rafael Nadal, and before there was a what is it? Before these new tennis players, nobody was like Roger Federer. No one, no one. See, this is the thing about tennis that I love about tennis. You had to prove that you were the best, and you had to beat the best at the time. So when Rafael Nadal became the best, he had to beat Roger Federer, and he had to prove that he was the best because Roger Federer, after Andre Agassi, after all of these tennis players that came before him, he was the quintessential guy. The man won what, like 20 something majors? Like, the man was the fucking dude, man. The man was a fucking goat, bro, in tennis, man. And now you got some other guys that now you can sit there and say have more, but at the time when I was a kid coming up in this world, Roger Federer was unfucking touchable. Like, you couldn't fucking touch this dude on a tennis court. And to me, he is on his list. He's at 8 to me personally. Number 7, Tim Duncan. Yeah, Timmy on his list. Oh, you can bet your ass Timmy on his list. Tim Duncan won what? He's got what? 5 rings? 5? He won one in the 90s, one in the 2010s. He won 3 in the 2000s. He won. He beat what? New Jersey. He beat Detroit, and he beat the Cavs. And by the way, in a span of, he won 3 rings in what, 6 fucking years? He won in 2003. Yeah, he won in 03. He won in 05, I think. No, 06. No, 05. Yeah, because they beat the Pistons in 05. Because the Lakers lost to the Pistons in 04. They beat the Pistons in 05. They beat the Cavs in 07. Tim Duncan was that fucking dude. He also won the MVP in the 2000s. Tim Duncan's that fucking dude. Tim Duncan's on his fucking list at number 7, bro. Tim Duncan, big fundamental. The big fundamental is on his motherfucking list at number 7. You bet your ass he is. And number 6, somebody that understand being great, great, I tell you, at a sport, and that is Peyton motherfucking Manning. Peyton Manning is at number 6. Peyton Manning did not have that many rings like Tim Duncan, but he had the MVPs. The man, like what, 3, 4 MVPs in the 2000s? Before it was easy to now break the passing touchdown record, Peyton Manning broke the passing touchdown record that Dan Marino had for like at least to like Dan Marino had like since like the 80s. He broke that shit in 03, 04? 49 touchdown passes at the time. Nobody ever seen that shit. And then he broke it again. Tom Brady threw for 50 touchdowns. And we're like, we will never see that shit again. And Peyton Manning was like, bet. And Peyton Manning was like, bet. That boy threw for like 55 touchdowns in a season with the Denver Nuggets, Denver Broncos. You ain't never seen no shit like that. Never seen no shit like that. In the 2000s, he made it to 2 Super Bowls, won one, lost one. Well, even though it was 2010, it was 2009 season. He had an undefeated season, damn near undefeated season for most of his times in with the Colts, and still one of the most incredible quarterbacks that you will ever see play football, bro. Tim Duncan and Peyton Manning are two of the greatest to ever do it. And Peyton will get his credit, but Tim Duncan maybe not. Peyton Manning will get his credit. And that is why Peyton Manning is on his list. The MVPs that this man had racked up in the 2000s is crazy. The fucking accomplishments that this man racked up in the 2000s is nuts. And that is why he's at number 6. Gotta recap the list if I go into the top 5. At number 10, it is Manny Pacquiao. At number 9, Leon Messi. At number 8, Roger Federer. Number 7, Tim Duncan. At number 6, Peyton Manning. At number 5, Floyd Mayweather. You call him money, you call him pretty, or you just call him TBE, because that's exactly what the fuck he is. Floyd Mayweather in the 2000s? Let me tell you who the fuck he fought. Antonio Gotti beat the shit out of Antonio Gotti. Now, him and Zab Judah had some fights, some bangers. But then he fought, what? Oscar? Fought Oscar De La Hoya. Man had some matches. Floyd Mayweather in the 2000s. Now, in the 2010s, you can sit and say, that's really when he became the guy. But Floyd Mayweather in the 2000s was nothing to fucking play with. That was Pretty Boy Floyd going into Money Mayweather. And that is why he's on the list at number 5. Number 4, Tiger motherfucking Woods, y'all. Tiger Woods is at number 4 on this list. This man, up until his what was it? Up until his situation, Tiger was one of the greatest golfers, probably one of the greatest athletes that ever picked up a fucking golf club, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Tiger Woods was fucking man, bro. There is never going to be another fucking golfer that will ever transition that fucking sport into a lexicon in sports world. That ain't never going to happen. They have been trying their hardest to put anybody in that Tiger Woods spot, and they can't fucking do it. Tiger was a fucking once in a lifetime fucking golfer, sports athlete. Just he was once in a lifetime. That shit will never fucking happen again, and that is why he's at number motherfucking 4. At 3 on his list is another transitional performer that will never be duplicated again, and that is Serena Williams. It ain't gonna ever be another Serena Williams, ever. Roger Federer was great, but that's other Roger Federers since then. Since Serena has left and been done with women's tennis, you can't even find another person that makes you care about women's tennis like that. Serena Williams was the shit, bro. Especially in the 2000s. Watching her tennis games with her sister Venus, Anna Kournikova, like when she would go against certain women, that was an event. Like you would sit in the house on like a Saturday or Sunday when she had to play in a U.S. Open final or some shit, and you would sit there on a Saturday and watch that shit like it was a football game. Like it was must see TV, bro. Serena Williams was that. was that. You understand how bad Serena Williams was when she was in the 2000s? Bro. Serena Williams at 3? Yeah. She had 3, bro. And number 2, Tom Brady. You knew he was going to be on the list at some point. You knew he was going to be on the list at some point. Tom Brady is at number goddamn 2. Now, why is he not number 1? Because there is a case to be made that his first 3 rings that he won, even though, yes, he was the starting quarterback, and yes, that he won them, there is a case to be made that the defense got him them rings, the first 3 rings he ever won. Now, I'm not saying that in the 2000s, mid to late 2000s, that he wasn't that fucking dude, because he was. 2007, I said about Peyton Manning, he broke the touchdown pass record for a season. Dan Marino had that record since the 80s. Peyton broke it in 2004, 2003, 2004. 3 to 4 years later, Tom Brady was the one that broke that fucking record. 50 in a season. Let me explain something to people that didn't understand. That 07 Patriots team is one of the greatest football teams to never win a ring that I've ever seen. Like, that team, you talk about heartbreak for fans. And even people that were just rooting for them to win that shit. Randy Moss, Wes Welker. Corey Dillon, I think, was even on that team, I think, if I'm not mistaken. No, Lawrence Maroney was probably the running back at the time. But that team, Teddy Bruschi and his heart problems, and man, you wanted them to win. Even if you hated them, you were like, that's too fucking good of a team to not to win a ring. Tom Brady was that fucking dude. Now, 2010's Tom Brady, that was a different conversation. And next time when we do the top 10 list, when it goes to the athletes, that's a different conversation. But other than that, Tom Brady is at number 2. But at number 1, it is Kobe motherfucking Bryant. Are you kidding me? Are you serious right now? Are you joking? Kobe Bryant is number 1. Kobe Bryant won 4 NBA championships in the 2000s. Now, people are going to sit there and say, well, technically, he won his 5 titles in the 2010s. He won 4. You do realize in 08, 09 season, he won by beating the Magic. And then 2009, 2010, they beat the Celtics. In 2011, 2010, 2011 season, that's when Dallas won. Kobe won 4 fucking rings in the 2000s, bro. So a three-peat, and then he won at the end in 09. I say all that. I say all that to say this. I say all that to say this. Kobe is one of the greatest to ever do it. And I'm not here to debate you on this bullshit. I don't care how you feel. I do not care. Kobe is number fucking 1. There has never been a player like a Kobe Bryant outside of Michael Jeffrey Jordan that even enlisted the energy like a Kobe. Even when Shaq got traded, Kobe still knew. He knew everybody was going to talk down on him and say they should have kept Shaq. Why would you do that? That didn't make no damn sense. All that shit. Kobe took all that pressure and went on a goddamn scoring binge for like years. Finally got the team put around him, and he won He went to three straight finals and won two of them. Three straight finals and won two of them. Won an MVP in the 2000s, should have had two. Dropped 81 points, which is still the second highest scoring game by a player in an NBA game ever. The man is one of the greatest to ever do it, bro. Anybody that said that and tell you that he's not, you can miss me with that shit. I despise people that sit there and try to sit there and say, well, he wouldn't even be in the conversation if he had passed away. You are the most retarded fucking people on the planet. And I wish you would stop talking basketball because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But that is all. And number one, before I get off the fact, I gotta recap the list. Number one is Kobe Bryant. Number two, Tom Brady. Number three, Serena Williams. Number four, Tiger Woods. Number five, Floyd Mayweather. Number six, Peyton Manning. Number seven, Tim Duncan. Number eight, Roger Federer. Number nine, Leon Messi. And number 10, Manny Pacquiao. That is the list. Next week, I will be back to do my top 10 list, but this is officially in the 2010s, and I will be back to do that. And it's my top 10 teams of the 2010s. So who is going to make the list? That's for next week. Until next time, man, I am Brandon Janeau. This has been the Brandon Janeau Show. Peace.